Gotcha. We good?
I want to do the other topic tomorrow.
Okay.
Just so I know we're behind and we want to make sure everybody gets their stuff. So I can cover 6100 in the morning when they come in.
No stress. Remember, we'll be at the chapel.
Oh, shit.
No, and you got the SOQ thing also.
So I will cover it when I come in.
Is it at the chapel tomorrow night?
Yeah, be at the chapel tomorrow.
Gotcha. On the flyer, it just says here. The whole thing, I thought.
No, because we had to split it up.
Flyer, I think.
We had to split it up because Sark Building has some stuff going on. So tomorrow.
I did 8 and I did 3, 4, and 7, or I did the 4 that is there, but I need the 15.
You want to take a picture of it?
Tomorrow, 26th and 28th will be at the chapel.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. I just didn't have the latest one.
But yeah, I'll cover that when I come in tomorrow.
Cool, no stress. And then.
And my board at 09. So.
Okay, are you doing the board or are you?
I'm going up. Yeah.
Okay. Good luck, man.
Thanks.
Remember, if
Can you
they ask you,
resend it? It's not opening.
they ask you, do you know me? The answer is yes.
What board are you doing?
I'm SOQ.
Nice.
We're gonna try this again.
Wait a minute, the hospital's SOQ or your SOQ?
My
for
SOQ,
your...
my command.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're not here anymore.
No, I've never been here.
Oh, really?
I just come over to help out.
I thought you were. That's funny.
I make
Okay,
paddles and
let's
do
the
EAP.
next one. Let's just do the next one because I still can't get it in.
I'll
Did
send it to
open?
Carol.
The field management of chemical and biological casualties, chapters 2 and 7.
But yeah, if you guys like paddles or need anybody to make projects,
He has awesome.
yeah, it's called Stan Weezy the Rapper with a W. It's on Instagram. Check it out. I have all my designs I've done on there. I do something different than a lot of other people do. I stitch actual designs into paddles. I've stitched MJ. I've stitched anime, Pokemon, Ninja Turtles, Sailor Moon, Mario, NBA teams, NFL teams, all kinds of crazy stuff. So if you want to check it out and you're interested, let me know. I'm actually doing a Darth Vader one today. Man, this is just a hot mess today, huh?
Like, dude, this sucks. It's not even coming up on my screen here, but it's kind of coming up there. But I can't, like, I have no cursor.
Over there, well, it's extended, so with the cursor over to that one.
Like, no, what I mean is it's not.
Nothing's populated.
Oh, I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna help you out here in a second.
But it doesn't do anything because it's not there.
All right.
I think it's loaded H1. That's just PowerPoint as is.
Is that what it looks like when you try to open it?
No, I mean, it was doing that earlier too. I mean, just kind of right click open. Start working with it.
Good old technical difficulties.
I think about your life. It's still changing. How long did it take to
Hit or miss, you know, you got to restart and all kinds of.
Okay. Do you need to restart it? Dude, this sucks.
Hopefully your computer at the chapel works a little better tomorrow. This is why I always teach EAP on my personal computer, because I can trust this building and shit.
And we can't plug your laptop into the projector?
I don't know if there is an HDMI for mine. What goes in there?
You probably need you need an attachment.
Yeah, I just got this computer a month ago, so I don't have one of those.
The amazing technical difficulties again.
First and finest. Yeah. Can't have a Navy training without.
Well, while we're waiting, I can share more stuff that I have for y'all if you wanted to. So I said I wrap paddles, but I also teach the course that allows you to do your sterile processing certification with Navy Cool. So I teach the course, a 3-month course that makes you eligible to where then Navy Cool will pay for your certification, and it's an international certification for sterile processing. So if anybody's interested, let me know. It is a little money out of pocket for the book and course. It's like $300, but you get Navy Cool to pay for the the certification, and then you have that to add to your resume.
Are you switching?
No, I'm a dental tech.
The dental does a lot of.
Yes. I actually wrote helped write the SBS PQS for Big Navy that just got published.
Cool. Where do you work at?
I'm at the Richard M. McCool Pre-Com unit out of Norfolk.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you guys break this shit?
Yeah. It's done this more than once today. It just overloads.
I blame you.
You can blame me. I'm okay with that.
What happened when you have that fucking the witch energy around you?
The witch energy? That's me.
Fucking going around, fucking throwing spells and shit.
Oh. Yeah, I sabotaged my own course so I could stay here longer.
She said that she loves being at Portsmouth so much.
I love it so much.
Sure.
So much, right.
I'm glad I'm not over here. Don't ever go to Great Lakes either. I don't like to talk shit about places, but I just came from Great Lakes. I will never recommend anybody going there. Nope.
Dealing with recruits?
No, I was actually at the hospital in the VA side. So I worked at Fisher, I worked at Osborne, and then I worked at the hospital. And yeah, it's just a shit
So
show.
Fisher and Osborne are branch clinics?
Those are the branch clinics, yeah. Fisher's on the A-School side, Osborne's on the RTC side, and then most of us work at the VA hospital.
So you don't work with the recruits?
I wasn't doing RDC type stuff. I was doing the actual like corporate
No.
shit over there.
That was because they have a medical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So Osborne on that clinic.
Oh, Osborne. So you were there.
Printing all of the terms on Thursday. So I'm teaching it all.
Good thing I sent it to all the students. Though. They still can't pull it
Still
up.
can pull it up. I just need to be able to see it too.
I mean, I can give you what I did my other person. It's just
Yeah.
let me know if Teams does anything. Here, we'll do this.
I just want the chapter 15.
Just
Let's do that one.
so we're not letting these guys.
What chapter 15?
The
You probably don't have it.
5132.
Good thing it's fully
Oh, so
charged.
not the emergency ward surgery.
No.
Right? That's fine.
That's yours. I'm not teaching that one.
Sure.
I am
You
positive.
want to?
No.
You should. I created my own PowerPoint for that.
That's awesome.
I'm just gonna go to the fucking recycle exam question.
Exam questions. That's it, man. Like just do it.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're not gonna fucking learn how to
Alright.
do brain surgery
Right.
or medevac somebody right now.
No.
They're just here fucking.
You need the 9 line. You need like. You need all that
fucking
stuff.
prepare for.
All right, if everyone can pull up the NAVMED P 5132 chapter or section 15.
I'm gonna post it in Google Classroom right now for those who want to pull it up.
Well, we can give it a go when it pulls up.
Okay. And I will try to get it up on the projector, but it may not come up. If you need to sit next to a buddy that also has it, if you don't for whatever reason, get together.
Let me turn this up here. So what's going on?
Oh, it's just this. No, it just wasn't opening. Thank you. Ooh.
Restarting probably did it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just
Such a pain.
That-
plug in and unplug.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with the storage space on this device, but it's trash.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Well, I did post it in all the Google Classrooms too, so if you want to have it for your own, it's in there.
Okay. So equipment management manual, we're going back to that because I didn't have the chapter 15. Like Stanway said earlier, I couldn't find it anywhere. He had to find it from a biomed tech who has the most updated copy. It's literally not on any of the Navy websites or Googleable. So, section 15 is titled U.S. Marine Corps Support. It's a 20-page section. It's not that long. Do you want this back? We're going to get into it. So it establishes basic principles, policies, and guidelines in managing and maintaining the medical equipment assets assigned to a Marine Corps activity. And it covers funding responsibilities. So initial fielding is by MCSC, which is Marine Corps System Command. Family of Field Medical Equipment, FFME, is responsible for providing the initial fielding of biomed equipment, tools, repair parts, and test measurement diagnostic equipment. The MEF commanders responsible for funding, requisitioning, maintenance, and management control to sustain Class 8 material readiness after initial issue. Those are your MEF commanders. Say it again.
I don't think we have. Well, you said we didn't have this slide in the.
It may have, H1 Stanway just said he posted it. Where did you post it again?
Google Classroom.
Google Classroom. So you guys should be able to pull it up.
I'm also going to post the newest reference there for you too.
Thank you. So this is basically just an overview of what it covers. So Marine Corps Systems Command, Marine Corps Combat Development Command, Bureau of Medicine and Surgery, or BUMED, HQMC, which is headquarters of the Corps, NAVMED LogCom, Medical Repair Section, and DIMLS. Everybody knows what DIMLS is, and if you don't know the definition, it's right there, or what it stands for, it's right there. So Defense Medical Logistics Standard Support. DIMLS. So AMOL, ADOL, I know you guys have discussed what those two things are earlier. And
So the fact that chapter or Appendix A is not on your bibs, so sometimes they're going to give you indicators of what's points of concentration on your test. The fact Appendix A is not mentioned, AMOLs are probably not going to be huge on your test, so don't spend a lot of time on there. The only times you've seen AMOLs mentioned is just wave tops in this PowerPoint and that one previously.
You just need to know what they are. Like, generally speaking, what is an AMOL, what is an ADOL. So authorized acquisition objective is your AAO. The quantity of an item authorized for peacetime and wartime requirements to equip and sustain United States and Allied forces per current DoD policies and plans. I would know that because that sounds like a test question to me. Your AAO is the quantity of an item authorized for peacetime and wartime, because there's two different numbers that are associated, one for peacetime, one for wartime, for your AMOLs and your ADOLs. Each MEF is assigned with their own AAO number and their stocking level number.
How often are AMOLs reviewed?
Annually.
Good. And
Annually.
annually.
Is it annually or biannually?
It's annually.
Annually. Your AMOLs are reviewed annually, and every year you can submit for change request for your AMOL. If you think you have something on there that's outdated or needs updating, or add tos, that can only happen once a year. So AMOL, ADOL medical materials are reviewed every 4 years to coincide with the current Marine Corps strategic mission. That is a mission review. That is like, hey, we're looking at getting into a major war. Maybe we should review our stuff. Or we just came out of a major war 2 years ago. We should probably review our numbers and decrease them. The reviews provide subject matter experts or SMEs with a chance to refresh the AMOL, ADOL content to leverage evolving medical and dental technologies and reflect clinical requirement and current standard of care in an operational environment. DIMLS, as you already know, it's our automated system to track, keep all of our numbers in, for equipment and supplies.
Find a way to where you're not going to get mixed up on the 4 years for the overall review of it compared to the annual review of just updating the EMALs each year.
So annual review is like just your normal, okay, this is what we're typically using. I think we need to probably have more of these, less of these. I think we should add these because there's something new that's come out that's better standard of care wise. Whereas your 4-year review is mission review. Again, 4 years is like war versus peace. This portion provides, so your biomed repair operations, so these are your biomed repair techs. This portion provides an overview, basic guidelines and procedures on conducting the basic operation of a biomed repair division with the MLG. It covers manpower, training, maintenance, inspection. This goes through all of your stuff. This, again, this section's only 20 pages. So go through and review each part of it. Pick out things that have like annual or year requirements. Anything that has a number associated with it, that's going to be your big stuff. So limited technical inspection, or LTI, you guys have talked about this already. This section also talks about your pre-LTI procedures, battery operated equipment, post-LTI considerations, and documentation requirements. Pre-LTI is an LTI performed prior to any issuing of AMALs or ADALs in order to ensure that all equipment and consumables are accounted for and in good working order. So before you deploy, you usually have that initial push of staff, like if Comfex affected all of you like it affected us over at Sewell's, you know that there was a small group of people, smallish group of people that went first onto the ship. They're the ones that did the pre-LTI. They inventoried absolutely everything, and they made sure everything that they had was in working order. And if it wasn't, then they got replacements of it. And then we had the big push of the rest of the staff go on. So pre-LTIs must be conducted by an E5 or above unit representative, along with the MedLog BMET. Battery operated equipment must be charged at least a week before the scheduled LTI. An operational check performed to identify any technical problems in advance. So a week before the scheduled LTI, all batteries must be charged. I don't think that will be a test question, but you never know. It's nice and random, so. Post-LTI is an LTI process performed at completion of the mission. So all the people that stayed behind on the ship after everyone else left and they stayed on there for 2 extra weeks, that's what they did. Got replacements or said what equipment was broken over the time that they were deployed and things like that, and if it needed replacements or if things were just, you know, worn out, used up completely and needed more of, to get the AMALs and ADALs back to full capacity prior to full debarkation. Transfer of assets requires documentation necessary for accounting. We talked about this earlier. So again, DD Form 1149 is your requisition and invoice or shipping document or your hand receipt. And it should be used to transfer assets and enter actions into demos. BMETs assist with all your LTI stuff. That's a huge part of their job. Do we have any BMETs in here? No? Make friends with your BMETs.
Equipment.
This is kind of an obvious one. So units must perform on-the-spot PM procedure as often as necessary to ensure the equipment's operation. So it's like your normal daily cleaning of your machines and stuff like that. And if you're over in the sandbox, then you should probably have some canned air to, you know, get all that sand out of your equipment. Stuff like that.
These are your spot checks on the ship too.
Spot checks on your ships and stuff like that. All Marine Corps properties are accountable and require periodic inventory and tracking. This is accomplished through plant account property, or PA, identification numbers, which are assigned by the medical repair section for biomed equipment and associated equipment assigned to an AMAL ADAL. So we are assigned what? What's the numbers that were assigned in the Navy at UMED? We talked about it earlier. What do we assign our equipment? So we use our ECN and what? Our UIC, and what do we call those numbers? We're putting them on our personal property. What was it called? Huh?
The PPE?
Say it one more time.
PPE?
Nope. Look back through your notes. There's one number, there's one name for the number that is assigned, and it's the UIC and the ECN put together that we tag all of our personal property with. What is it? Say it again.
Barcode?
Barcode. So it's your barcode. So we're assigning our barcode numbers to the personal property, right? And that's our UIC and ECN. For the Marine Corps, they have a PA, Plant Account Property, for their AMOL ADOLs. So that's their numbering system. Unique Identification Device, or UIID, is a 2D marking technology implemented by the DoD to efficiently move supply to the warfighter. Additionally, UIID identifies and tracks materials that cost over $5,000. This is not personal property, though. As such, the threshold for UIID marking is $5,000. Individual medical material or system that meets the threshold price must be marked with UIID.
Anything equipment related on the test, they love to use threshold and dollar amounts. Just know that for UIID items.
UIID 5,000. And it has a 2D marking, because again, it's some other random detail. Inventory intervals, wall-to-wall inventory, annually and within 60 days after change of command of the MLG. So, at a minimum, wall-to-wall is annual and 60 days within a change of command. Words, they're hard. The consolidated listing of equipment will be prepared in 2 copies. So again, this is the second chapter that we've talked about. Our inventory lists have 2 copies. The Command Equipment Manager, or CEM, will retain 1 copy and the other copy will go to the MLG commander. Any discrepancies noted during the inventory process must be corrected in the consolidated list and reflected in DIMLs. All medical equipment must be entered into DIMLs and ensure maintenance coverage. The inventory of assets recorded in DIMLs provides total asset visibility to the Marine Corps logistics community and is reported to the DoD. Executive commands such as HQMC access DIMLs data through the JMAR for reporting and budgetary purposes. JMAR provides the services total visibility of all assets entered in DIMLs. So that's a lot of information. So Headquarters Marine Corps uses JMAR to access DIMLs information and consolidate that to give a budget. So DIMLs is extremely important for the Marine Corps because they have a lot of oversight and visibility, and it gives them all their funding. Medlogs are also responsible for maintaining all records concerning inventory adjustments and material dispositions for a minimum of 2 years, and financial records for a minimum of 6 years, 4 months. So 76 months total. Welcome to the Marine Corps. It makes no sense.
How many days? So I see with these 60 days of change of command. What was the day amount for custodian switchover for accountability of equipment? 20. All right.
So you got to think a department's inventory is much smaller. So your department head has a much smaller amount of equipment. So you only have 20 days to do that. When you're talking about a wall-to-wall inventory of an entire command, you have 60 days to accomplish it. Does that make sense? Much larger space because your MLG change of command is big. So more accounting. Accounting for lost or damaged property, differentiating between repairable, beyond economical, and lost property. So repairable means we can foot the bill for it and get it repaired. Beyond economical means that it's going to cost way too much to repair it. And lost property is just a complete loss, and we usually dermo things like that, or we disposition them. There's just no saving them. Right?
What form do we use for lost property?
DD Form 200. Very good.
Who fills it out?
The custodian initiates the form. Safeguarding property, focusing on the responsibilities of the battalion commander. Identification, reutilization, and disposition of excess property. So that's focusing on disposal. And Tri-Service Medical Excess Distribution System, or TriMeds, which highlights the minimum value for reporting material through TriMeds is $3,000. So medical excess distribution system, that's a different type of dermo. It's basically dermo, but it's like a, hey, we got some extra equipment over here because we maybe bracked services, so we realigned some of our services. When all of our clinics went to not having high complexity testing in the labs and all of the analyzers came out of the labs, all of that equipment was still good and viable and working. So in the Marine Corps, if that happens, they use the Tri-Service Medical Excess Distribution System to move that medical equipment that's still good to another location. Does that make sense? Okay. Requesting a Marine Corps Enterprise Information Technology Services account. This account is needed in order to access the MEF Medical Logistics knowledge base. It is a CAC-enabled website and requires registration prior to access, and the total process takes roughly 1 to 2 business days. I can't imagine that they're going to ask you anything about the center test.
Nope.
So, read the chapter, because it's a lot of random information, you guys. Read the chapter. Try to tell your friends.
From what I've been told from BMATs, they barely even use this manual anyways,
That's
which is kind of funny.
That's why you can't find it. Chapter 15 is so new, and it's in the newest manual, and it's not in the version that is on your bib, because the version on your bib is the 2016, I think, or the 2015.
Yeah, it's an older one though.
There is no chapter 15 on the 2015.
I just posted the newest manual in Google Classroom for y'all to use too, that has that chapter in it.
I've seen this instructed listed like since let's say 2017, 18,
Yeah.
and same thing like that chapter fit. Like I've never been able to find it.
Can't find it.
Well, now you can find it. It's in there.
We gave it to you. It's an interesting thing. All right.
That's where networking comes into play too. I couldn't find it, so I was like, okay, what's the best way for me to obtain this? Can't find it on NAVMED, Lawcom website, whatever else. Well, who uses this manual? Biomed techs too. So that was my next way to reach out, and lo and behold, out of the 5,000 people on the HM mentorship page, somebody responded and sent me the actual newest manual. Sometimes being resourceful can get you guys some of those items that you need if Google is not helping like it should.
I may have to restart the computer again. For some reason, this